This is a tutorial on how to go from Creo Parametric to the laser engraver. So what I'm going to do is I've started with a basic file here, and if you notice there's 3 shelves and 2 ends. And what I want to do is take it from this 3D model and basically put it to a 2D to be ready to cut on the laser engraver. So what I'm going to do is start off by creating a new drawing file. So there's my finished product. I'm just going to go to New, go to Drawing. I'm going to call this 2D underscore laser. Okay, and I'll call it layout as well. Notice I've got no spaces in there. And I'm going to take off this use default template and click on OK. And the first thing is this default model. I'm actually going to lose the entire model, so it's blank. Okay, so I'll specify template empty. Where it says orientation, I'm going to go to use our variable. I'm going to change this to be 24 by 12 because this is the size of the laser engraver bed. And I'm going to click on OK. Right, so now I have basically the default laser engraver bed right here, 24 by 12. And what I'm going to do now is bring in the different parts. So I'm going to go to Drawing Models, and I'm going to go to Add Model, and I'm going to grab the shelf first and go OK, or Open. And I'm going to go back up to Add Model, and I'm going to grab the sides and go OK. Right. So now, when I come down here to Set Model, okay, you'll see down the bottom here there's the 2 different models. Okay, I'm going to start with the let's start with the shelves. So click on the shelves, and I can close this or leave that open, I guess. I'm going to come up here to the general view. Okay, and I'm going to leave it as no combined state. Click on OK. And now down at the bottom here it says select center point for drawing view. I'm just going to click over here somewhere, it doesn't really matter. And the drawing comes in. Now I don't like it in kind of the isometric or the view here, so I'm going to change it over to not view states but view display. And actually that's a lie. Well, actually I'll do it here first and go follow environment. I'm going to take it to no hidden. So what that does is basically takes out all the hidden lines. Then I'm going to go back up to view type, and in here I'm going to look at it from the top view. Okay, and if I apply, you can see now it's at the top view. And I'm also going to change the angle 90 degrees. So I'm going to go here, go 90, and apply. I'm going to hit OK. Now, there's my model, but if you look down here at the bottom, the scale is half scale. I want this 1 to 1, so I'm going to double click on it, just change that to 1. So there's now my model, and I can kind of move this around now, and that's a lie. Right mouse click, go with lock view movement. Now I can move it around. Okay, so there's my first part brought in. Now what I can do is I'm going to put 3 more of these in eventually, so actually I'll just do it right now. So I'll go General, No Combined, click here, and I'm going to go back to Top, and apply and angle, put 90 and apply, and then go to view display, and I'm going to change that to no hidden, apply. Okay, so there's my next part, and well, what the heck, I'll put the third one in right away. So OK, and it just goes back the same process, right? So top, apply, angle 90 it. I'm only doing this because I have multiple parts here. And finally, view display, I'm going to take that and go to no hidden again. Okay, close, and there's my 3 pieces. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the sides in there now. Okay, so I'm going to go back to drawing model, set model, and I'm going to change it to the sides this time. And now I can go to general. Okay, OK, place it. And this time I want let's just move this out of the way over to here. You can see it. So I want the left side, go apply. Okay, and I don't need to change the angle on this one, so I'm going to leave it. View display, I'm going to go back to no hidden and apply. And what I can do here is if you scale, see the scale's coming in at 0.33, so I'm going to double click it and just change that to 1. And I can take this and just move it over to the side. And then finally the last one comes in as just the second part. And I'm just going to change that as normal. Left, let's see, what does the left go? Let's go to the right. Doesn't really matter actually. Just messes you up. Okay, so there's right. And I'm going to go angle. I'm going to change that by 90 and hit apply. There we go. And I'm going to go to view display and no hidden. Okay, so the last thing I do is just bring this in right like this, and let's see, down a bit. Hang on a second. It doesn't want to fit in here. So I guess I'm going to have to move this guy around a bit. That guy goes like that. So how am I going to get this in there now? I know how it's going to fit. Well, maybe I can just squeeze these guys over a little bit more, squeeze this over a bit more. I'm just going to zoom in once more, and maybe not. And this one over, this guy over, this guy just like that, and this guy, there we go. Now it fits on, just barely. And let's move that a bit more. Anyways, you get the point here. So there it is, all on the laser engraved bed within the 24 by 12. And I'm going to save it right away so I have a copy of it. Okay, and then the last thing I can do is I'm going to export out, and then we'll go to the next part and the next program. So I can go File, Save As, Export. Different ways to do this, but I'm going to go DXF, and I'm just going to hit Export. Okay, and OK. And now it's exported out, and I'm just going to close this, and I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to come back with another piece of software called ProGCAD and bring it in and do the last little bit.